Well, there's growing and vocal opposition to the TPPA. MPs opposing the free trade deal met in Christchurch last night, and CTV was there.
We're looking at seeing if we can declare Christchurch TPP free zone.
It's far from over yet for this Christchurch anti-TPPA group.
We'll be going back to the Christchurch City Council, who's already signed the 12-point resolution about free trade agreements, and we'll be asking if we can actually declare ourselves a TPP-free city, as they're starting to do in the United States and in Europe as well.
Over 100 people turned out to hear from the opposition and minor parties about the ongoing Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement. The debate was organised by the group It's Our Future Christchurch to give politicians from other political parties the chance to express their views on the controversial deal. But there was one seat left empty.
We were really disappointed, and we tried and tried and tried. I guess it wasn't a complete surprise, so that they didn't turn up. But I felt that the rest of the MPs handled it really well and brought up some really good points about them not being here.
Politicians should front up and explain their positions. It's a shame the National Party didn't show.
The group says they contacted National, but they declined to front.
There are thousands of people up and down New Zealand marching in the streets about the TPP. I don't actually agree with all of their concerns, but I agree with their right to express those concerns, and I think it's the responsibility of politicians to engage with them.
However, Jen believes the debate that did go ahead questioned some interesting topics that have already been made public.
I think there was a lot of new information, and they would have got a good idea about the different stances, even the little nuanced differences between each of these parties.
It's an opportunity to hear the issues around the TPP. It's a complicated issue, so it's great to be able to hear a whole range of views on it.
The hour-and-a-half meeting talked in depth about the views around the agricultural sector if a deal was struck by all countries involved, and other areas around plain packaging tobacco and medication expenses.
I mean, it's difficult because the government's keeping it all secret, so we're kind of boxing with shadows a little bit, and it's tricky because it doesn't require a vote of Parliament. John Key can pretty much sign it off himself, and the Cabinet can. It's about people power and people trying to put pressure to make sure that there's a bit of democracy in these trade negotiations.
The group plans to hold a protest this weekend, something they have control of, but they hope the TPPA free zone could get the support of the public and the Christchurch City Council alike.
With enough pushing, yeah, perhaps, but it's also about getting these conversations going. You know, there will be a lot of dissension, people who opposition to that, people who don't agree with me and us, and that's fine, but it's about having the conversations.
Time will only tell about the agreement with Council. Jared McCulloch, CTV News.
And just a footnote, CTV News made contact with 3 local National MPs, and their response via email was that was the first time they heard about the event was through CTV News.